Right now, they've been decimated from every standpoint. Their Navy's gone, their Air Force is gone, it's all gone. They have been just beat to
While the statements claiming victory kept coming from the US, reports of immense damage taken by the US have surfaced as well. A new congressional report highlights the extent of US aircraft lost or damaged in the Iran war. The report also highlights issues for Congress to ponder upon. It says, given the change of threat, the US may need to adjust its basing posture, signaling a far more colossal impact of the Iran war. Are US West Asia bases that once projected power and security, have they been reduced to target practice for Iranian projectiles? Is US reassessing its West Asia footprint? I'm Shivan Chanana. Welcome to Game Plan. Let's get to the point. The US congressional report lists 42 aircraft damaged or lost in 40 days of active combat against Iran. And that includes one F-35A, damaged by Iranian ground fire, making it the first case of this unkillable F-35 that was locked and hit. 4 F-15E fighter jets, 3 of these were destroyed by friendly fire over Kuwait within the initial days of the war, and the 4th one was destroyed inside Iran, leading to a massive rescue operation. One A-10 ground attack aircraft was also damaged during the search and rescue operation to recover a US airman who was stuck in Iran after the F-15 was damaged. 2 MC-130Js, they were intentionally destroyed by the US forces themselves on the ground in Iran when they were stuck. This was during a rescue operation. US lost 24 MQ-9 Reaper drones, 7 KC-135 Stratotankers that were damaged in friendly airspace and within US own critical military hub in Saudi Arabia. US also lost an E-3 Sentry AWACS and a high-altitude long-endurance drone which crashed to the ground. US military bases and allied assets across West Asia, they suffered a severe wave of attacks from Iran during active military combat. As per an American report, at least 228 structures in at least 15 US military sites were damaged across West Asia. And that tells you a very important fact, that US reported far less damage than it endured from Iranian missiles and drones. Over 400 US troops were injured with extensive infrastructural damage. US hangars, barracks, fuel depots, aircraft and key radar, communications and air defense equipment. Nothing was safe from Iranian hits. There were close to 40,000 US troops in the region when the war began. A New York Times report claimed that thousands of American troops were eventually forced to relocate to hotels and other improvised spaces throughout the Gulf after Iran started bombing their bases. The US had started to draw down on its West Asia bases even before the war began. They evacuated the strategic Al-Tanf garrison, handing it over to Syrian forces. Then the US Navy's 5th Fleet headquarters in Bahrain reduced its footprint to mission-critical staffing, that's fewer than 100 personnel. Hundreds of airmen and tactical personnel evacuated from Al Udeid Air Base, that's the largest American military hub in West Asia. And the withdrawal from Iraq accelerated after heavy Iranian drone strikes at the Victory Base complex during the war. All through the hostilities, the Gulf nations that endured relentless attacks from Iran, and these Gulf nations relied on US security architecture to safeguard them. They realized 3 things. Number 1, the US military bases were more a cause of threat to them than a security structure. Number 2, US air defenses were incompetent against Iranian projectiles. And number 3, US is isolated as none of its allies, other than Israel, were willing to help in this war. Saudi Arabia and UAE have already diversified air defenses, cutting deals with the likes of Ukraine, while also disallowing US from using their airspace to target Iran. Now, tell me, should US be seriously reassessing its West Asia footprint? As it seems the Gulf has already done a fair amount of tacit reassessment of their Western friends and their protectors. Tell me what you think in the comments.